Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So Solana is still hovering in this range here. No real breakout yet. It did try or is trying currently to break above this previous high, above this previous so-called B wave high. Don't get me wrong, this could all just still be a B wave here as well. This is not entirely clear yet because this move up looks quite corrective. It could without a problem be that this is a WXY pattern or something more complex, a little bit more of a complex correction. But I always try to emphasize, we do the micro counting here, but don't get too caught up in the weeds here. What is more relevant is to understand if a chart structure looks corrective or impulsive, and to understand the key threshold here. And for us, what is important is that we do not break below this yellow support area to still have a realistic chance of moving up in 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, wherever the low will be, and then 5. And that would open the door to further upside in possibly another retracement, ABC down, and then we could move higher here, yeah? Depending on in which larger pattern we are. At the moment, I'm still treating it as we are still in a larger downtrend. We are still going to see lower prices. I have no reason to believe that the overall downtrend is over. It could be. All these altcoins can put their lows in place at any moment now. We are in a range where all these coins are currently working on their lows. Some will do it, some will not survive. I believe Solana will survive, but it's obviously in a very dangerous range down here. So I would encourage everybody to be a bit careful. I know how easy it is to get caught up in the hype. But obviously on this channel we try to look at things from an objective point of view. It's obviously way too early to confirm a more substantial bottom, absolutely, but certainly higher prices are possible from here. I did define for you a target range between 1560 and 1736 should we, as long as we're holding this yellow support area. Now we can go higher, yeah. At least one more wave up before we then see a larger retracement and then hold support there. And I will always define you these support areas because I cover Solana on a daily basis pretty much. But yeah, I mean, we could try to sort of unwind here a little bit the lower level price action. So what possibilities do we have here to understand this wave count? Yeah, I mean, the movement down, to be honest, looks corrective. The movement up looks corrective. I mean, one possibility we certainly have is to understand this as an Elliott wave triangle. I mean, certainly we could have here the possibility that this was an A wave, this was a B wave, this would be a C wave next, there will be a D and an E. Yeah, this is possible, happens often in a D wave, in a wave 4. We need to understand that Solana was pretty much overbought when it moved up here. So you need some kind of consolidation. The fact that we're holding above these fibs here, because this yellow support area is made up of Fibonacci supports. So these support levels act as support, obviously, for the price. And the fact that we're not just breaking down immediately, actually holding it, is already at least a short-term bullish signal, which means we're not selling the rally immediately. There are people who believe it could go higher, and but that means the indicators need to correct down. Yeah, the overheated indicator needs to correct down, and can do that either by breaking down or by just moving sideways for a bit, so correcting over time. An Elliott wave triangle is an ABCDE pattern. This might not be the most likely option here. We have to label it like that because the B wave moved higher here than the previous high, but this could become a triangle if we move a little bit longer up and down here sideways. Another possibility, because up and down are corrective, would be a so-called WXY correction, so that we had here a wave W. Yeah, we are possibly moving up in the X wave now, and there might be another Y wave coming, ABC. I would not want to label it, or it could be it is possibly possible as ABC as well. It depends on what happens down here. If the move down also happens in 3 waves, it's a WXY. Otherwise, it may just be an ABC here. A wave down in 3 waves, then a B wave in 3 waves. A so-called flat pattern, a 3-3-5 pattern. We would still move down in a C wave. That's technically absolutely possible and not a problem as long as we're holding this yellow support area. Yeah, I mean, this will really only get less likely, this particular pattern, if we break above the $14.20 level. So if we make a new high, then we have to assume the low was in. Problem is, because movement down is corrective, movement up is corrective, it could really be that 335 pattern. If this was an impulse up already, if we had, I mean, this could be a 1-2 setup, yeah, but this doesn't, I don't like this, not yet at least, yeah. Don't know what this is. This looks like within the B wave, like an ABC, where the C wave is an ending diagonal, for example, with a lot of overlap. Alternatively, it could of course be A, B, C, and then here a 1-2, and this might be the 1-2 setup of the third wave. In that case, we would move up higher and would have something like that. Wave 1-2 would do something like that in the fifth wave from here. But I cannot confirm that because it looks a bit choppy, and I would need to wait until we break above 14.20 to confirm that. But yeah, that's my update about Solana at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.